I like to share the real experience of being a pastry chef. Being a trainee in a classroom learning pastry had been quite difficult as I wasn't a pastry chef to begin with, and I don't have any practical work in a kitchen before. Other than helping my mother with some of the kitchen work and cutting ingredients and some vegetables, I have never ever been exposed to pastry before, so it all started when I transit my work from an office to working in the kitchen and studying in pastry. It has been quite physically tiring as I have to stand all day because the training in a pastry kitchen requires you to prepare all the ingredients and baking them, producing the final creation of a pastry in the kitchen. And you have to stand while doing it. These are all the hard work that goes into pastry. Furthermore, you have to work with other people and collaborate with them to create a pastry. So this also saves time by working together and practicing the skills learned for pastry. So the pastry chef who is there guiding us will tell us what is right and what is wrong and how we can go about it using step-by-step method in the recipe. So while working closely with other members, it means facing their personality and temperament. It means working with their personality and with their different style of working and making pastry. So it doesn't mean that when you do pastry, it is all your creation. You have to work with other people to make the pastry, and this can also, from my experience, trigger my own emotions. However, this has helped in my own growth and personal development in my emotions. So in group creation, you have to accept whether your pastry comes out nice or not nice. It can improve from there, whether as someone who can work with other people and their personality, and also creating the types of pastry and your own style and developing it yourself in the future. Thereafter, learning on the pastry and the method of making them and how to interact and work with other people and the style of doing pastry. This will put you in a workplace setting after learning all the techniques of making and baking pastry. After transiting out from a pastry school, it will put you in a workplace that you choose to be in, whether in a production kitchen, cafe, hotel, or probably your own business. If you work in a cafe or hotel, it requires you to work 10 hours a day or up to 14 hours a day, so it is actually quite the norm for a pastry chef in the kitchen to work long hours. It can be quite tiring as you have to keep supplying the pastry to the ever-growing customers, especially if the place provides buffet for customers. You have to make sure there are enough pastry. This also includes working with other pastry members who also work the same hours as you, and facing people who comes and go. So it is not all glamorous with being a pastry chef, such as washing the utensils, preparing the ingredients, the morning hustle of preparing the pastry for display and order, and you have to do an inventory of all the ingredients and pastry and doing kitchen upkeeping, which is also our responsibilities. Not to mention about keeping good hygiene when you are working in the kitchen. But the effort and energy that goes into the work and the final output of the pastry, which makes the customer smiles and come back again and again, is all worth it. This is the real experience of being a pastry chef. It has a focus of working with other people in the community, also developing yourself in personality and emotions, and going through training and all the long hours in the kitchen. So it doesn't mean that it is all perfect, but this is all it is. When everything gets better, you can do a shorter hours, and probably in the future can do your own business and grow in all areas of your life. Hope that my sharing can help you and everyone who wants to know more about pastry and the real life experience of being a pastry chef. Thank you.